Even subtlety, yeah.
MTG Basics. Keep it basic.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Unnamed cedh Podcast. I'm joined by Evan, Freedom Waffle Pierce. Hello, Evan.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Also, if you didn't know, my name is Pigeon. Today, we're going to be going over a few things, but mainly how we both went to the Cookout last weekend and had a great time. We both fortunately top forward and wanted to go into a little bit, maybe some deck list breakdowns, talk about some experiences we had, some good things, and like some photos that Evan took because he's an awesome photographer. I love it. Alrighty.
Sweet, dude. I'm stoked. This is going to be awesome.
It's going to be a fun time. So I think the first thing I want to do is look at some cool photos you took, because people always talk about the Freedom Waffle photos and how they strive to be in them, but you did a really good job with this one, especially. I think people appreciate that always. So it's good to look at them.
Sweet. Well, let's start with the top photos. Let me scroll down and find those.
Top 16.
So
top 4.
yeah, let's find that top 16. There it is. So yeah, we of course we were both in top 16. Luckily, not in the same pod, so we were able to make top 4 together.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this was a stacked top 16. Definitely. A lot of cool decks. We'll look at the meta breakdown in a bit, but I had a very, very good time in our games. Like just all good vibes in top 16, top 4. Just such a blast. So yeah, it was.
I was
great.
sad that you had to team kill Kevin, my roommate, my boy Kevin. I know we didn't have to play, which is good, but I was like, no, one of the best to win.
Sad.
And luckily, one of you did win, but still.
It was so sad. Yeah, Kevin's your local. We love Kevin. And he was playing Elshin. He almost won that game. We'll talk about that in a bit, but because that was a crazy game, but ended up getting there. But yeah, here's our top 4 photo. So we had Selvala in first seat, right? That was first seat.
Selvala.
Yeah. Mono green Selvala. Which was crazy. That's actually insane. Like last time, I don't know the last time Mono Green Selvala has, or Mono Green anything has performed that well in a large tournament of this size. It was
besides
wild.
Maybe Lumra. I think the exception would be Lumra, but yeah.
Has Lumra done top 4 in like a big tournament?
I don't think top 4.
Recently?
There's been a good amount of top
like
16.
how big? Let's look.
Yeah.
Let's look. Hold on.
It's a good little.
Let's look up
pivot.
Lumra. Okay, so let's go event size 100 plus.
So I got second at 117.
Yeah. So second is awesome in 117. Yes. That's really big. But still, that's not nearly as big as Cookout, which is wild.
I know.
So, but
Steel
Lumra
Steel City, the Open looks like 19th place out of 514. That was pretty close.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Barely missing top 16.
Real, like the one top 4, and that was really it as of pretty much ever. It's still super awesome.
But anyways, this is not to like knock a mono green at all, because I think it just means that this is such an accomplishment, because their mono green has just historically not been like at least for a long time, not the strongest archetype. So congrats to Anthony. He did awesome. And then Dallas, who ended up taking down the whole tournament, he was in second seed on Blue Farm.
Oh my gosh.
And he killed it.
I love
yeah, absolutely deserved win. And then I was in third seed on Kinnan, and you were in fourth on Ral. And we tried our best, but it was a tough top 4.
Hey, I'm
it's like good vibes, but definitely, yeah, you rolled a 3. It was tough. And I got my Ristic countered, and we just didn't do anything.
I still had an okay turn 3. I will say, if I didn't have a ritual.
You did.
I think I would have.
You were close.
Got there. I was excited though.
You were actually insanely close to winning.
Yeah. It was an awesome time, regardless of topping and doing well. I think I had a fun time meeting even more new people, seeing some familiar faces. Some people travel from very far away. A lot of the Ohio boys came, and that was awesome.
Yep.
Ty.
And we traveled from very far away too.
Yes, Colorado and New Mexico.
Yep, exactly.
It's just super awesome to be able to get to these like big events and see everyone, say hello, hang out, get dinner, whatever it may be, and just like have a good time.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it was such a good weekend. So yeah, and and then here's the photo of Dallas, the champion. Dude is an awesome guy. Dallas is amazing. So I'm stoked that he took this down. Like there were no hard feelings. Also, we were like the pressure was off on the top 4 because we split the prize. So we were just having a blast. It was a great time. We all were stoked, like genuinely stoked that he won.
I was making jokes with Baldy left and right. He's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. I know. That was honestly amazing. But yeah, you could watch that stream game on the Landgo YouTube. So we'll leave a link down below in the description. Yeah. But yeah, so this is at Charlie's Collectible Show in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, great venue. There's all kinds of stuff. It's like kind of like it's got all kinds of vendors from all like different types of games and like collectibles. Obviously, it's Charlie's Collectible Show. But so there's like all kinds of things you could buy there and do. So, just like a really cool place to kind of wander and find some stuff, but also, great venue for cedh.
I didn't expect really for like plushies and stuff like that. There were some people selling like not even like Marvel cards, like Marvel like memorabilia. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Yep. A lot of artists. There were some people doing signature, or maybe not signatures, but altars. I know obviously Tim was there.
Altars,
also.
Yeah. Altars by Altars, I think is one of them.
Yes.
Tim.
Snowball was there.
Snowball.
It was a really awesome time.
And then I didn't know the other two that were there. There was another group that was there, but I didn't know their names. So if anyone knows their names,
I talked to them briefly, but like, yeah, wasn't familiar with them. They were awesome. They were sweet.
Yeah. They were doing some really good work.
Yeah. But it did really feel like a convention, I will say. The city pigeons.
Here's Pigeon holding a bunch of pigeons, a bunch of city pigeons, and beautiful.
I've been asking people, and if you see me at an event and have city pigeons, I would like them because luckily they're very cheap. I just want to collect as many as I have. I've got a stack here. I'm collecting more, but I need more.
Dude, hold them up to the camera. Show us the city pigeons. Oh my god, that's so many city pigeons. Wait, there's so many.
I know. I need more. And luckily, actually, I just ordered a Doot Loot.
Your Christmas present.
He's gonna give me
200 city pigeons.
He's giving me Japanese foil city pigeons. Doot is. Shout out Doot. I didn't know this. I just ordered from him, and he's like, "Bro, I got you." And I'm like, "Oh, Japanese ones. This is fire."
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to collect as many. So luckily they're cheap. If you have some, I would love to take them.
Dude, yeah, the best pigeon gift.
Yes, it's perfect.
Dude, I love it. Here's our boy Jonah. He got super close to making top cut with us as well, but ended up having a tough last couple games. So
it's always the winning in, man. It's always the winning in.
I know. Dude, if only we could lock day one. It's so hard though. But yeah, no, great venue. Here's the venue. Just tons of people. It was a blast. Well, it was 240 something, right?
Yeah, it was like 238.
Here, wait, we could.
A really good number. I didn't actually think it was gonna be that big. At the last few days, we saw like a lot of signups. 239. Yeah, we saw a lot of signups, and I think that like helped push it over. It actually almost hit diamond if it hit 250, so that would have been even better.
Yeah,
but
true.
We were super close, so I'm not mad about it. It was awesome to see. It was awesome to see so many people come out, and I think especially in Georgia, I know CC's has like a big scene, but an event this big there, it was like really awesome to see. I think for the community too.
Yeah, 100%.
And honestly, I think I'm gonna go through the photos here. That might be a little easier.
Like
so we can just kind of quickly skim through. But yeah, here's the top four. Like you
Dude,
saw.
okay, wait, real quick.
This guy, I forget his name, but he had all of his dual like shock lands written on his like OG dual lands, which I thought was hilarious. He said the best proxies.
He said he told his girlfriend like, hey, just write on these, and I need you to write exactly what this says. So like he like told her what to write, and then she like messed up a few of them, which is funny because I believe two of them have like the wrong words on them, but like it's close enough.
That's
it's fine.
so funny.
He's like,
but people know.
Wanted, He's like, I just wanted it to be like a little funny, gag that like I wrote on these OG
that's
duels.
So good. It is hilarious, honestly. So I thought that was great.
I forgot his name too. Shout out. I can find it in a second, but I forgot as well.
Yeah, do it.
Oh.
But then Alan, he's a local. What is it? The Atlanta Power 9 group,
Power
I think.
9 group.
Yeah, they're great. But they all dressed up. They had a cook outfit day one, and then they just dressed all.
Yeah,
they like all had suits. They were all decked out. I was like, oh my gosh.
Here's more of the crew. So it was such a blast. But there's Jordan Lilly. That was great. They're awesome.
Jeremy.
And then we have Jeremy. Oh, here's the Cookout mat. Really cool mat. They did this in Japanese as well.
I think that's the first time we've seen that. That's like an awesome idea that they had. Like
I know,
you get the
right?
option.
It's so cool because we already like to collect that. Yeah,
we have collect so many Japanese cards, other foreign cards, right? And it's like an amazing idea. And I think a lot of people bought the Japanese one from what Wayne told me. So like I think it worked out well.
Dude, so sick.
Awesome,
so sick. Awesome. We had some cool stream setup. And got some photos of that.
And
then there's Ty. Ohio. Oh, dude. Shout out to the boy.
My goat.
Wayne. So Wayne is the owner of Landgo. He was hosting the tournament. He's awesome. Had such a blast. There's Ian, comedian.
Shout out Zen.
He was on Norman. Yeah, shout out Zen. We were all representing. Dude, it was a good time. Yeah. So I'll just I think let's see if there's some other cool ones. Oh, here's the judges.
Yes.
Here's all the judges that were there.
Shout out.
Oh, and then we have this great sequence of Dallas. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I had a really good event for judging as well. I know in the past maybe we've had some like smaller issues, but like this rant felt very well ran. I had a few like judge calls on myself.
This was so smooth.
Yeah, like everything went great. I had a few judge calls on myself, and I was like, "Hey, I just want to make sure I do everything right." And the judge was like, "Totally. I'm glad you called me over. Thank you. Like, I appreciate it." Like, they did a great job.
Well, this is such an experienced judging staff. Like, just all good people. Baldy has so much experience. I know Brandon. Brandon right here behind Wayne.
Yes.
He's amazing. And then just all the judges, they were just awesome. And Wayne obviously knows what he's doing. Very smooth event. So it was a blast.
It felt great.
And then here's this little sequence of Dallas almost getting his nose picked and realizing it. And beautiful. Like I said, the guy's awesome. This really shows he's just so cool. Here's another shot of like the venue. Just all kinds of cool stuff. There's lots of Magic vendors. And then we have this board state here. This was Mono Green Selvala in their top 16 game.
Yeah.
I remember watching some of that game because I was taking some photos, and it was just like the whole table was trying to stop them, and it was just like they couldn't. It was just overwhelming advantage because it's one of those things. If you just like you could kill Selvala early and you're fine, but if you don't, it's so hard to beat. Like, it's so hard to interact with because it's just like they make so much mana and they could keep doing threats and you have to counter too many things.
Yeah.
Because they're not limited by mana, so it's wild.
One of the best things in that deck is also just Wandering Archaic, and it's kind of like Kin in the same way. Like if you can't really get rid of a Wandering Archaic if it sticks. It's like defense grid, right? You're just like, oh, I'm cooked and I cannot pay the extra mana every spell.
And they have all these like Legolas's quick reflexes. There's some things that are really hard to interact with that are great protection spells. There's all kinds of tech that's just like more interactive than you'd think. But there's Tim and Snowball, and then we have our nodding pigeon. My favorite photo from the entire weekend.
Dude, nodding pigeon.
Oh, you can see Kevin DM that guy for coaching. I agree.
He's made it his life goal to say that as often and as everywhere as he can. Kind of like what I was saying, Evan Freedom Waffle Pierce. I was doing it all the time, and he's doing that same thing, and I love it. I appreciate it.
I think it's so funny. That's such a funny thing. Now I think about it. You've changed me too. Oh my god, you're terrible.
I promise, I didn't tell him to do this. I did not tell him. He just started doing this. But we love Kevin.
But actually, DM Pigeon for coaching.
DM.
Well, okay, cool. Let's jump over to talking about the meta a little bit. Yeah. I think the most obvious thing is Ral. You're on Ral, and there was quite a lot of Ral around. Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Yes. I think we can look at metagame breakdown. I think there were six to 8 Rals. There was a lot. So I want to see the actual. It was 8. Yeah, so it was 8 Rals, and 2 of them converted.
That's crazy.
An insane number. We have almost as many as Rogsai. That's kind of a comparison I'm seeing now, and I'm seeing the deck actually get more representation. It feels good. But no, I kind of had been talking to Blake. Shout out Blake about his raw list for a long time. Saw him basically cook me before the Envy a lot. We were practice games at the Zen house, and I was like, dude, this deck is insane. It's winning turn 2 every game. What's going on? I've never seen this happen.
Right. And it's because it's really hard to interact with it once you get going.
You counter my spell, I'm gonna flip Raw. I don't really care if you interact with me, right?
What are you gonna you have to remove Ral basically, and that's one of the things. It's right now we're at this meta where it's you have to be preemptive with your removal a lot of the times if you are not winning the game right now, right? Because it's such a faster meta, and these decks again, it's the same thing as Selvala.
Exactly.
If you don't remove Selvala, then you are or Rowan. Look, here's another one.
Rowan,
You have to remove these early, or you're gonna get cooked. Vivi too. Actually, that's so interesting. Vivi, Magda, cedh, Selvala, Rowan, Ral. All of these decks are just you have to be really proactive.
Because if you don't,
you're removing their pieces, or it's too late.
Exactly. And I think the thing we're seeing, and I've been talking about this a lot with the meta breakdown, just like overall, we're seeing a lot more people cut things like swords and path or bounce spells like Psych Rift.
Blue
and
Farm
it's crazy.
is just not running hard removal anymore.
Yeah,
like
they
not
don't-
board wipes, not anything.
They haven't
which
played
I
Deadly
get it.
Relic
They're going
in
fast.
so
It's
long.
working. Right.
So
no,
long.
but like I'm a big swords path enjoyer, but I can understand it's like we need like if everyone is pushing faster, the way you beat them is not by policing the table because you can't police everybody, right? So you have to go faster yourself. But now we have these decks that are preying on it, like Route. So it's really interesting.
It feels very good. The one thing I will say more is like I feel like I'm able to push turn 2 every game unless I really do mulligan to like 2 or 3, right? But that's not something I'm used to unless I was playing like Rogside. But even then, like it feels way more consistent because when I get stopped, I can just do it again. I'm not like worried about the one counter spell basically, like for a Nas. It feels really good.
Just being able to flip Route is crazy.
Yes.
It's wild.
Because once the roll goes on the stack and I hit the thing, you can't interact with it. I have flipped, right? So it feels good.
Totally.
Yeah, and how are you feeling about this like meta? It feels a lot faster.
Yes.
We were in this like Ristic slog forever, and now it feels like you have to be ready to like push early in a lot of these games because, like I said, it's like if you have multiple of these turbo decks, you cannot police the table on a mid-range list.
You can't police them, and the Ristic you drop turn 2 isn't going to do anything. Again, even if you do have a Forcible or Mind Break Trap or whatever it is, they're still going to be able to push through that a lot of the time, unless it is specifically like a Necro or a Nas and they get stopped, right? But like most of these decks are able to convert past that, even if you do have a piece and a draw engine. So it's just kind of like the turn 2 Ristic
like
is
Tim
worse.
Necrom is also pushed faster too. They're going for that early Nas too. So like we could see in this metagame breakdown, the top 3 decks here are all turbo, like most of the time, which is crazy. So the meta's changed a lot. I'm definitely like shifting my brewing a little bit towards addressing that too. So
yeah, and I think something you'd been saying more recently too is like if you could get down that early, just Basalt win, like you're just gonna do it because it's the same thing. It's like turn 2 Basalt, like it's the same as a Necro. Like I'm just gonna win. I don't care about having a Ristic right now if I can just win. Let me just push through, not deal with the slop, win.
Yeah, and that's actually like one thing that I'm working on in the list right now is pulling up my list. I just cut Tidespot Tyrant for Reshape. This is post tournament, so but the idea is that like you just want to make your mulligans faster, and Tidespot Tyrant. A mulligan is terrible. Like obviously it's a win con, it's great when you need it, but like you need to be able to address that. And so Reshape specifically is just because it is, even though you have to sacrifice an artifact compared to Transmute Artifact, it's terrible because the artifact you sacrifice doesn't reduce the cost, but it does allow you to get a Basalt Monolith into play for 5 mana, right? So like Fabricate, Trophy Mage, Word of Invention, Moonsilver Key, all of those cards, they don't actually give you a they cost 6 to get Basalt to play, right? And then Skyr for Scrap, which people are playing, costs 7. And so like if you're looking at like why are we adding more Basalt Tutors, it's for the early wins, and so like it's really important to have the cheapest options. So like Reshape, Transmute Artifact, Tezzeret, all of these are great for getting early Basalts into play, which is really, really important.
And also just like even in the late game, right? You want to be mana efficient. You don't want to, even if you're not pushing turn 2 or 3, like you want to be mana efficient in how much you can push, so you can hold up more backup, or you can fall off to a different plan if it gets stopped. So it's better, like even just 1 mana, right, is way better.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. I think a lot of times, like for a long time, I've been preaching like having very efficient interaction for the same reason. It's like you need to be able to, like, that 1 mana will allow you to maybe cast another piece, which is so important. Exactly. So, and also free interaction too. That makes it, that obviously breaks parity.
You're playing so much. If we couldn't tell, even disrupting shoal, even misdirection, even all of these
even
things.
subtlety.
It's kind of crazy to see more and more, and I don't think it's wrong at all. I think it's generally just correct. You even see the endurance still,
Right, endurance too, and that's like obviously interaction, but it's also just like it's kind of necessary for your loops a little bit. But it's still good. It also can like help you in a lot of situations. But I think that like if the meta continues to push even faster, eventually you can't expect to like police the table that much. And so like I think like still running interaction, but like running maybe like subtlety. If I'm pushing for wins early, I'm cutting subtlety because it doesn't back me up. So it's like there's certainly a limit to how much free interaction you're going to want to have based on what you're trying to do.
Waffle.
Okay, if subtlety becomes the meta, then I guess subtlety becomes the meta. I don't know what to say about that.
They're subtlety, you're kidding, you're subtlety, they're subtlety, and they're like, what the heck just happened?
Yep. Exactly. And so subtlety actually was the only swap I made before this. So let me pull up the history here. So I actually just cut Noxious Revival for subtlety before the tournament, and that's just because of all the blue farm out there, Cavern of Souls, Grand.
All the caverns, all the Voice of Victories, all the everything like that. It's scary.
Ranger, right? All of
Rangers,
it, but
yes,
uncounterable, and just even creature spells that win the game is just so crucial to be able to interact with. So subtlety, of course, doesn't say counter; it puts it on top or bottom of its owner's library.
It's one of the two things that deals with it. Besides that, and Mind Break Trap. So
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Or no, you know what? Sink into Stupor, bounce it back to hand.
Oh, Sink into Stupor. I forgot about that.
Hullbreaker Horror, bounce it back to hand. There's a few things, but okay, like realistically, yeah. You don't want to be spending 3 mana or 7. It's mostly those two. You're right. So why don't we look at your list?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to point out like what were you doing differently for this tournament? What did you have teched in?
So I think again, I've been playing the deck for about a month, a little more now after the tournament, but one thing that Blake and I really talked about was some of these Spider-Man cards, which notably will be Electro, which is like similar effect to Bergie, right? Just makes you a lot of mana on instant sorceries. And then also Romantic Rendezvous, I believe it's a sorcery. It says on resolution, discard a card, draw 2. It's on the right side there. Just another one of the same effects. It's just better because you don't have to discard as cost.
Maximizing.
Exactly.
Right. Something gets countered.
Yes, you don't have to just like discard a card, get countered, lose a card, and a mana. It's a little bit better. I think, and I've talked again a lot about this with Blake. The probable best card in this deck that people undervalue is Hidden Strings. By far, just 1 mana, make 4 mana, cast 2 instant sorceries is like phenomenal. And I think right now I'm very, very often getting in for an attack and getting like hitting combat damage. And because I have
not as much of a creature meta as it used to be in Tymna's turning sideways.
Exactly. So and when I'm going turn 1 raw like every single game, no matter what, if I can help it, like. It's so much easier to get in. So that's like, I think secretly the best card, and it feels really good.
I'm actually thinking about adding this to Kinnan, by the way.
Dude, isn't it good?
It just makes so much mana.
It's so good.
I think Kevin Varix is testing this.
Yes.
So credit where credit is due, but I might be testing this, or I will be testing this. I don't know if it'll stay.
It also just notably like, oh, your opponent has a piece of interaction. I'll just tap down their mana. I'll go even on my mana maybe, like because I'm playing Kinnan, it's 2 for 2, right? And then I'll just tap down their land. And they're like, oh, I guess I'll float the mana, you move to combat, their mana's gone, and then you can push. Or whatever it may be. I think this card is secretly
especially in Ral, that's pretty sweet.
Especially because you're going so early. If you like both, I mean you're making so much mana with Ral, like you might not need it, right? So
yes, it feels very, very good. One of the other things I think
you can also tap down a blocker.
Oh, I can tap down a blocker and then attack. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, right? That could like make it a little bit more of a ritual, right?
That's very relevant. I've actually never thought about that, so that's good to know.
I hadn't either. This is cool.
I haven't actually swapped it, but there's actually 2 changes I'm going to be making to this list. I think I'm taking out Inspired Tinkering. I want to try Stock Up right now. I think just because it only costs 2 mana, you're getting 2 cards for 2 mana out of the best 5. And then besides that, I believe
makes sense in this deck. I think that makes perfect sense. Like this seems like great.
The only bad part is 3 mana rather than 2, but like I can only play so many 2-drops, right?
Yeah, I think it seems like good in Ral for sure.
It's very, very good. Been testing it. It seems fine. And then I believe my cut was bonus round because I feel like that card doesn't do enough. If I'm winning, I'm already winning, and if I'm losing, then it doesn't do anything.
What was the game? Wait, can you talk about the game? You know the game.
So my winning in for top 16 on stream, I was just totally storming off. I was doing everything. I got to a point where I basically couldn't lose, but I cast a bonus round because it was literally free off of a roll. And then I just never once remembered I cast a bonus round. So I cast like 20 spells after, and I would have had, 20 more copies of the spells, but I just like forgot. Because I was in a game-winning spot. So
you just didn't need it, which is crazy.
I just didn't need it. See what I mean, though? It's like there's points in the game.
That's exactly a good point, yeah.
I just don't. Like, I'm already winning. I don't need another of each spell. Even though sometimes
you don't want to add win more cards most of the time. But yeah, I mean, like honestly, it just depends. Like if it's win more that often, then it makes sense. Cut it for some other thing. Because also it's like you need this and a lot of other things for it to be good. So.
I forgot what I cut it for. It's a 1 and a red spell though. It'll come to me at some point. But yeah, I think those are my 2 cuts right now. Everything else feels like very, very good, very clean. I think my MVP card this weekend, besides the Hidden Strings, was Mind's Desire. I Mind's Desired twice for at least 20.
Yes.
At least 20 this weekend, and that felt
Yes.
phenomenal.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like just such a fun card too. Like being able to get 20 free cards and just be like, oh, I'll just cast them all later. I don't need them right now, but
That's so sick, dude.
yeah, deck felt very, very clean. I liked it a lot. So the one card I wanted to cut for bonus round here was Untimely Malfunction, just because there's a lot of, I think, more Vexing Bobble. There's some like the thing that says Storm is really impossible. Everything costs 1 more for each Storm card you cast.
Damping Sphere.
Damping Sphere, yes.
Or is it
Things like
dampening?
that.
Wait.
It's damping. It's damping.
It's just
promise.
damping? Yeah,
It's
because I
just
always
damping.
want to say dampening.
Yes.
But it's just damping.
Everyone does it, and I always tell them it's damping. It's
damping.
You're dampening. No.
Oh,
also,
I'm dead.
Also, just the fact that it's another deflecting SWAT for 1 mana is phenomenally good. It gets rid of like a removal spell or a bounce spell or whatever it may be. But mostly for the artifact, I think. A Braid is a similar spot, but this is also just a deflecting SWAT, which I think is better. So, But besides that, everything feels good. There's definitely some weird cards in raw lists that you have to be like, what does that do? And I think one of the ones you were talking about was Quiet Speculation.
Quiet Speculation!
It reads, it's 1 in a blue sorcery. It says, search target player's library for up to 3 cards with flashback, put them into their graveyard, and then they shuffle. So this is 1 blue, put the best 3 flashback spells in my graveyard, which is usually the Past in Flames, Echo, or Lava Dart, or all 3. Sometimes it's also Strike It Rich if I need like just another castable spell, things like that. I have Recoup in there too. I've put Recoup in to like get back a Jessica's Will, stuff like that. These cards are a little awkward for sure, but
And like you just
very
need
fun.
casts, so like that's like all of a sudden 4 casts when you have mana. So like it makes sense.
Blue, right? And it's like very, very good. Specifically the Lava Dart, that feels great. I don't care about sacking a mountain. It is literally free just to cast a spell.
It's just also free. Yeah, it's just literally free. Yeah.
Oh, and I get rid of an Esper Sentinel. Why not? It feels pretty good.
Or like a Rograk turning off a SWAT. Or
Fierce SWAT, all of it, Deadly Rollick, right? All these things, and that feels way better than you'd think than for just sacking a mountain.
and it deals with Orcish Bodaddy.
Thank gosh. I haven't seen much on this deck against me, and it's
I have, and I hate it. As a Kinect player, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yes. Any green deck will tell you that they hate Orcish Bowmaster and it's a blight, and I will agree with them because it is a blight. It's a messed up card.
Boy, no.
No, I think this deck is pretty normal. It's mostly just rituals and or dig spells, but there's definitely those few cards that are just like, what does that do? I've never heard of this, Yeah.
I know. Yeah, every time I look at a RAL list, there's something new. And I've like looked at a lot of RAL lists, but there's always something.
There's always like one card that brewer's like, this is my card. I'm playing this card. Yeah. And it's pretty funny.
But yeah, list looks solid. Well, yeah, was there any games or notable like plays that happened during the tournament you want to talk about?
Yes, actually, that same win and in game that happened on stream, I ulted Rull a second time that turn, and I had to wheel because my ult wasn't very good either, and I just had to find something to do basically. So I wheel. I have 3 mana because of some rituals. I look at my hand, I see a Shatter Skull Smashing, and I had to Shatter Skull Smashing my Planeswalker Raw with 1 loyalty ability to kill it, to be able to recast it.
Yep.
And that was the weirdest thing I've ever done, maybe in all of Tournament CEDH. That didn't feel real. I was like, this is my line? My line is killing my own Raw by paying 3 mana with a Shatter Skull Smashing? Like, it was crazy.
That's so sick, though.
I had to be like, let me flip this card real quick. Let me read it one more time. Like, I knew what it did, but I had to make sure I wasn't crazy.
Dude, I love me a Shatter Skull Smashing. That card's great.
First time I've cast that spell in 2 years. 2 years.
Oh my god, dude. That was like one of my I love that card in Mono Red Rionia because like it's the same thing. Well, here I'll pull up Rionia so you guys are aware. This is before Dockside was banned. You can make there's so many Dockside combos with this, but yeah, sometimes you just need a cast because it just you copy a creature for however many instant sorceries you've cast this turn +1. So just like sometimes I'd cast Shatter Skull Smashing where X is just 0 because I just need to copy like a Dockside and it's a mega ritual and it's like
it's like the best thing you can do, and you spend 2 mana to make 12 or whatever. And it doesn't make sense. Obviously it doesn't matter if they counter it. You're like, oh, whatever.
Like okay, cool, counter it. That's so funny.
That was my highlight, I think, and then also helped me win the game to make it to top 16, so that felt great. But
Totally.
I didn't have too many crazy things though, mostly just pretty clean raw wins. So
Nice.
Did you have like a one crazy turn or something insane happen in your games?
Yeah, I did. I think my top 16 game was probably the wildest of what happened. So let's see. Let me pull it up here. So I was in a pod with Kevin, of course, and then I think what was the pod? It was I believe Adam was on
One of them was Rogside, right?
Rogside.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on Rogside. Kevin was on Elsha. I'm in third seed on Kinnan, and then Charles was on Ral, actually. So
Okay, cool.
another Ral. But so Kevin has the most broken start. So he goes turn one. I forget how he cast it, but it's like permanent mana into a Ristic Study. Turn one going second. I'm like, oh my god, this is so over. And like my hand's not like that insane. I just like I like on my turn I feed him 2 cards by casting a Chromox and a Kinnan. And on his turn 2, he just dumps more mana, plays a Mystic Remora and a One Ring and passes. And I'm like, oh my god.
3
And so
Dragons
I go to my
turn
turn. Yeah, 3 charges turn 2. So I go to my turn and I cast a Copy Enchantment. So I get a Ristic, right? So I'm like, now I'm in this game, but like I'm tapped out for it. I'm like, okay, we're gonna die on his next turn, like for sure. Goes around the cycle. The Ral player, the Rogside, they're like feeding a little, but they didn't like push a win. And they're not, so like we got lucky, or I got lucky that they didn't push a win and get stopped, because then I would have died to Kevin for sure.
Yeah.
But we go to Kevin's turn 3, and he lets Fish die. Notably, he could have paid 1 for it, but he was going to push for win.
Okay.
But he starts his turn off with a Git probe on me, a Gitaxian probe, and he sees Mindbreak Trap, Pact, Negation. He's like, dang it, and I can pay for Pact. So like, no offering draw, of course, in top 16, but I can pay.
Yeah.
And so he's like, so because of that, he doesn't push, and he let his Fish die. So now it's like, okay, he's just got Ristic and the One Ring. And obviously One Ring is not going to scale, at least not at this point, right? Like
the other end.
We're on turn 3. Yeah, not scale like Ristic or Fish. So I'm like, okay, there's a chance. So he just develops so much mana and feeds me like 5 cards, something like that. But he has just so much mana and passes with it all untapped. So like I'm like, next turn he's going to his turn. It's going to be impossible to stop. And even now, like he could be doing some crazy things. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna lose this. Goes to my turn. I've drawn a bunch of cards. I've so much interaction at this point. But I just go to my turn, and I already have a Valley Floodcaller in hand, which he knows about. And I play like 2 more pieces of mana and pass with like 10 or 12 mana in play, something like that. Dang. So I cannon in a ton of rocks. Yeah. So I have a ton of mana here. And we go around the cycle. Goes to Rogside's turn. Kevin has like so much. I'm like, how are we ever beating this? So Rogside feeds a couple cards, he gets a Ristic on the stack, and then I draw Hullbreaker Horror, and I hold priority on Kevin's trigger. I think about it for a while. Oh, and Kevin had already cast his own Floodcaller, so he already has instant speed.
Okay.
So I cast a Hullbreaker Horror, and I, in response to the draw trigger, I'm like, okay, I just got to do this now. And I'm like, all right, you know what? We're going to push. So I play my Floodcaller, and I'm tapped down to like maybe 1 mana available or 2, something like that. But I think maybe it was 2 mana. I think I'd like still like a rock untapped.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like freaking out. Can't counter it. So there's a huge fight that happens on Floodcaller. But I literally had, at this point, had 4 pieces of free interaction back.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, this is insane. And like, obviously it's harder to counter creature, and Hullbreaker Horror is uncounterable. So that just had to resolve right away. So there's a big fight. I'm like responding to Ristic Studies, trying to like make sure that I'm like, getting as much as I can off of this. The Floodcaller resolves. I bounce all of Kevin's draw engine. So he's just like, and his Floodcaller. So I'm like, this is great. It was so sad because he drew a Force of Negation. I ended up still with like an extra counterspell in hand, but like because his Ristic Studies were buried in the stack because I was responding. Below, on top of, Hullbreaker had resolved, so I'm bouncing his things with every counterspell. But really what it was, well, yeah, but I mean, I guess all I'm saying is that like, I'm fighting on top of his triggers on the counter spells because it's harder for him to draw a counterspell for my Floodcaller. So the fight is on top of Floodcaller is what I'm saying. Yeah. And then he drew Force of Negation after all the counterspells were off the stack because his triggers were buried. So he did have a Force of Negation before Floodcaller resolved, but he couldn't fight back on my counterspell. So that's why like that's actually just a great example of like why it's so important to be diligent about burying triggers when you can, because he was like, the way it worked, my triggers just resolved before his. So like that ended up working so to my benefit. And he wanted, like you said, the Hullbreaker Horror triggers go on the stack, and he's like, I need to respond before my Ristic's bounced rather than taking my trigger. So like my Hullbreaker trigger resolves, so that's why they got buried. So anyways, that was it. That ended up being like super crucial, and then I was able to push for the win very easily because I bounced all his draw engines, and then I just have like still a forcible backup, and there was still a misstep that just didn't like have a target, so it ended up being like really good. So anyways, that just felt really good because I was like, okay, I thought I was losing this game. We go around the turn, and then like I just instantly like draw this Hullbreaker, and they can't stop me. And I was like, wow, yeah,
Oh, that
and I'm
feels
just
so
getting
good.
fed more and more and more. So that was the top 16 game. And that definitely just felt like, oh, that was like, deck, you treated me right. Thank you. Like, and that's, I mean, I think it's like I'm running so many pieces of free interaction for this reason. It's like
disrupting
you get
troll
into
too.
these wars. Yeah, even like I did use disrupting troll. I pitched a Mockingbird to counter a red blast off of this because Ral ended up having a red blast, and it just like didn't matter at all. So just having that, because like if I had to tap any of the mana there, I run out, right? So it's like I'm only on like four pieces of 1 mana interaction that are like for the stack. So it's like I have plenty of things. So anyways, that just like was like the deck performing perfectly, and I was like, I'm beating someone who has drawn way more cards than me now because this deck is just built to abuse that.
Yes.
However, that game could have easily gone differently if like if I just draw Hullbreaker like 2 cards later and we're in Kevin's turn, I might not win that game, right? It's a very different game. So but
Anyways,
I'm just glad one of the two of you won. I love all the other players as well, but you two are my boys. You're on basics and he's my roommate, so I was rude.
right, yeah, your literal roommate. I forgot. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, and we love Kevin. Kevin's awesome, and notably, Kevin has been cooking on Chatterfang
my gosh.
for a long time. He's played Elsha a lot, but this is the first tournament that I've played with him in a while on Elsha, right?
I don't think he's ever played a big tournament like this on Elsha. I think he's only played Chatterfang or some other deck.
so
He switched to a new deck, and it just shows how great of a player he is. So shout out Kevin, awesome dude, awesome player. Like he cooked, and he made top 16 in this huge tournament. So
Dude, he's made it top 16 in like every event he's played. I know he's sad, unfortunately, that he has a top
I know he's
40.
sad about that, but that means he's consistent and really good. That's what that means.
A 250 player event, like we're proud of you, buddy. We love you. I know we talked a little bit about the metagame breakdown, but we want to just talk about some other pilots that came to this event. Again, this tournament was very stacked, so we saw a lot of very, very good players, especially on the weird decks like we talked about. We saw the Rowan, we saw the Savala, we saw a little bit of other off-meta stuff, but specifically those are just like insane to see. And they were first and second seat going into top 16, right?
I know.
There wasn't anything like they were the first and second player on those two decks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you want to take a look at the Selvala deck? I feel like that'd be kind of
Yes.
cool to just check if there's any tech. All right,
do
let's
that.
pull this up. So, yeah, this deck, I have not looked at this yet. So, obviously we have our like staples, Phyrexian Dreadnought, 1 mana 12/12, which Selvala reads. Well, the important part is tap a green and tap it to add X mana of any color combination, where X is the greatest power among creatures. So you pay 1 for a 12/12, and all of a sudden you have 12 mana. So it's insane. Yeah. So I'm sure we're going to see a few of those. Yep, there's 1 mana 5/5. That's all that matters there.
Pugnacious
and
Hammer
then-
Skull. Oh my gosh. What a good card.
Oh my
God, what is this even?
It's just a 6/6. It's just a 6/6.
But sometimes there's like relevant text. I haven't looked at like new tech in this for a long time. What is this?
It's more-
3 mana 9/9. Oh, that's sick. That's a new. That's such
Edge
a that's
Return
good
use card.
Savala tech.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's sick.
So,
of course they've got Bane of Progress, which is insane.
That and Kogla are both like some of the best cards of the deck by far. Just removing everything and killing other creatures as well. But like getting rid of the Resix and fish and stuff like that. The One Rings, Tides, all of it, right? It feels very, very good.
Kogla's a win con too. So
Yes, exactly.
by bouncing Ewit to recur. Well, actually, okay.
There's a few ways it works, but generally e-winning something back. Sometimes it is just Legolas's, just keep making infinite mana and then getting stuff back.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of loops
And
just
then
with
also
Savala, but
The Untapper is the easiest one. Hyrax
Yes.
Tower Scout. So
Hyrax is the
Ewit's the
general
loop something, but that's where you just untap Savala over and over by returning it. Since you can pay 2 and return a human, and then replay it. So that's it.
same with Temur Sabretooth. There's a similar bounce effect, right? You just keep bouncing it over and over again and make infinite mana, win the game. Yeah. I know
Secret
real quick
Yeva
that-
deck. Secret Yeva deck.
Dude, the Yeva is gas. Okay, Yeva is a good
gosh.
card. That's a good card. We'll talk to them about that.
That's a good card. CEDH. Shout out to our boys.
Big shout out. I just want to say real quick to Sylvan. They're our local from Colorado,
Yes.
and they have been piloting this deck for like many years. So I have gotten accustomed to playing against Savala and like know a lot of the loops and lines, but even like this deck is different than a lot of the things I see. So you can obviously tell there's a good amount of brewing even just on Zavala.
Oh yeah.
But this deck is
awesome to
so
see.
cool. I love it so much.
Also
Infectious
notably,
Bite is how they
25
win a lot of
lands.
games. 25, yeah.
25 lands and only 5 artifacts because they're just like trying to do the thing. Play a mana dork or whatever on turn 1, turn 2, Zavala, and then turn 3 win.
Exactly. They're on the oof effects. I know some used to play either Karn and or the Titania song. I don't think those are in this list, but I mean, oof is just so good in this sort
Which
of
makes sense because it's a faster meta. You don't want to stack up the game as much. I mean, like most of the time I'd say. But I will say that I know they were beating people down with Zavala.
Yes.
Like Zavala beats. So they weren't always comboing. Sometimes you just like, get in this game where you're just attacking with the 12-12,
Yeah. I mean, if you can't lose and your opponents can't push, you just keep attacking them, and they have to just keep sitting there doing nothing, right? It feels very, very
And then you have like Last March of the Ents where it's just uncounterable. So,
uncounterable. Put a 12, draw 12 cards, put as many creatures you wanted to play is phenomenal. Oh,
that's so cool.
very, very
well,
cool list.
let's see what else you want to check out.
Let's look at Anthony's list of Rowan. I know I also have a Rowan local, but I know there's 10 different ways you could build this list.
So
easily.
Anthony cooked.
Yes.
So he was he ended up being first in the Swiss with like what 23 points, I think.
23.
Yeah, 23 points, which is insane.
Holy.
4 wins, 1 loss, 3 draws. Insane record.
Only loss was top 16.
Only loss. Yeah, true, exactly. So he cooked. Undefeated in the Swiss is wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's take a look at this. So of course Rowan is tap spells you cast this turn that are black and red, cost X less, where X is the amount of life you've taken this turn. So it just enables you to cast all kinds of broken things.
Notably, only as a sorcery too.
powerful.
That is very important. But yeah,
Yes, of course, only on your turn. But you're just playing this very early, and then you're pushing for win the next turn.
Yep.
And you have a ton of like the way you're enabling this. There's like spells that hurt, but a lot of your lands hurt. So that's the big thing. Like shocking in a blood crypt after fetching. Already your spells cost 3 less. What Shatter Skull smashing? I'm sure
things like Shatter Skull, Agadeems. Yep.
So just
deal 3 damage to yourself. Whatever. You love the bolt lands, all that kind of thing.
Gut shot just to lose 2 life. Things like that, right? Yeah.
So you want to be losing that life before you cast your spells, and then you can, have your payoffs. And of course, you can cast a Peer into the Abyss for 3 mana oftentimes.
Yeah.
so
Dark Rip Peer into the Abyss is a scary thing to hear.
Oh yeah, exactly. And you're going really early, so they're often not like ready for it. But yeah, all kinds of stuff like Behold the Beyond, discard your hand, search for 3 cards. That's insane. What is this? Megaton's Fate. Okay, so choose one. Disarm is just like the
Okay, that one's like
is destroy target artifact and create 4 treasure tokens. Okay, so it's just like a ritual.
Yeah.
So if you have a thing, you're like paying 1 red to make 4.
that's all.
You get rid of a piece, you make 4 actual mana. Because the thing is with this deck, you need the pips because a lot of your or things like this just cost 1 really. But then when you make 4 treasures, that actually means you could play 4 more insanely big spells, or 3 of it, or whatever it is, to keep pushing. I see now that it actually is for the disarm. I thought it would be for the other mode, but yeah, that seems right.
I know, me too. I was like, oh, deals 8 damage to each creature. I mean, I'm sure sometimes you got a board wipe and reset,
100%.
but like, I'm sure. I mean, it's definitely in here for the 4 treasure tokens, and just also it like could destroy a stacks piece too.
It also does say each, so that does kill Rowan, which is a little sad. But I mean, I bet they've done it before, right?
I mean, yeah, right, true. But Rowan will discount itself if you're recasting.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's nice.
I'm looking more at this list
Villis,
now.
Keurig.
I'm looking at this list and I'm seeing it look more like Raw, where you're playing things like the Inspired Tinker, you're just discard drawing, you're making treasures, things like that. I'm just like, it's pretty funny.
Totally.
There's a Passive Flames, Pirate's Pillage. It's pretty funny.
You're just Rakdos Ral, kind of, yeah.
You also have discount, right? It's not 1 discount, it could be like 10, but still it's discount, and you're like, it's pretty cool.
Dude, I love this. This must be the win con.
It is the general.
Just the buyback Searing Torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Reiterate, right?
Cool.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The buyback spells are very, very good.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
totally.
I think it's really, really cool to see like the brewing and the
22
cool
lands.
Yeah, 22. That's it.
That's less than you, right?
That's less than me. Well, I guess the Shatter Skull and those. Well, those aren't in there, so I guess it's 24 at least. It doesn't show.
Oh, okay. So Zavala had probably a couple more too.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Like normally on Moxfield, it has the MDFCs here, so that's why I'm used to it.
But
Okay,
still,
so it's not on 22. It's on
I think 24. Then I don't think there's more than just the 2 bolts.
Okay, wait.
You know what? Let's look at on Moxfield. I want to just see. Let's quickly check I want to know.
They basically have to just play the bolt lands because the other lands suck in comparison because they don't.
28 lands, bro.
Oh wow! So 6 MDFCs. Wow.
That's a lot of MDSCs. That's
I mean, they all bolt you if they're the good ones, like Fell the Profane.
No, it makes sense, but I just didn't expect that, like, to be
Sundering
that different.
Okay, that's interesting.
Cool.
Okay, interesting, yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
cool
22 is like super low.
Yeah, no, that's insane. But yeah, shout out to Anthony.
Yeah.
Glacial City did awesome. Why don't we look at this Essica deck, yeah?
Yes. So okay. So
Essica.
Jonathan, no, and there's another player I forget their name, and I'm sorry. Have been playing this list and like cooking with it for
Yes.
like a year and a half.
It's like
2
their
years.
baby,
Yeah.
100%.
I actually got the privilege to play against him in top 16, and I was terrified that he had a turn 3 Necro, and luckily we just were able to beat it. We actually like beat him to death, basically. But yeah, no, this deck is not just like a scary like make mana deck. This is like a turbo Nas Necro deck where your commander's 5 color and it's just good stuff.
Yeah, 5 color T and K.
Yes.
That's like has to go fast because they don't have like that fallback in the command zone. But it's like really powerful because you get like, you know, your Lotho turns into a mana dork. Your Ragavan, when you can't attack, turns into a mana dork.
Exactly.
And then Bergie as well is just like even better.
You play a clone. The clone can be any legendary, like a cannon, right? You know, things like that.
Yeah,
super
and,
scary.
And copying Kinnan in this list is crazy.
Oof. Yeah, terrifying.
Notably not on Kinnan themselves,
No.
because they're trying to go fast, not trying to get that like, you know, crazy advantage. But, you know, also basically Tim to Crown with Culling Ritual maybe is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And other mana dorks.
That is probably the card I'm most scared of in this meta, just point blank, because I know it will probably ruin all 3 of the other decks, including their own, you know, maybe, but they just get all the mana after, and we just have to sit there and durdle and rebuild. It feels so bad. Ugh.
And
also, like, the fact that they just get to be on even more instant speed enablers that are really good with Necro. I'm sure that crop rotation is for E-Zone. Yep.
That's what they did in our game.
like
They
just
crop rotated for the E-Zone.
It's only E-Zone and Ancient Tomb, it looks like. This is the real main, like, reason you'd ever be on it. But yeah, like, yeah, just Turbo Necro makes it really good.
It feels very
as
similar
well.
to Clam
all the
Chowder.
breach piles. Yeah,
I know you don't
exactly.
have
It's the same
the
idea.
Sisay plan, but like you're just doing the same thing, right? So
Yeah, just way more in on the plan. Oh, Beseech the Mirror. Yep, totally.
Yeah,
Key Grasp was in there too. You know, there's extra win cons and things like that, but
that's true. Yeah.
it's super, super cool.
And Mnemonic Betrayal. Lots of win cons, actually.
Yes. That's actually how
But
they
that's
had
probably
to try
because
and
maybe
win.
they're aggressively consulting, I wonder.
Probably for like Necros or
They're just able to do that because you have these. Yeah.
that actually was unfortunately how they had to play our top 16 game. We beat them so low they didn't find a win con. They had to try and brain freeze the farm player and then meme bet on their final fortune turn and just didn't get there.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, it was like very unfortunate. They only could cast 2 spells and then had to meme bet and then just didn't because it just didn't win. So they just took the L.
Just died.
Yeah, super awesome guy. Lovely Jonathan.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah.
There was a tie-in in 17th. I did not know that. What? Wait, can we go over that real quick?
Let's check out the Tyam deck. All right. Benny L. Jackson, 17th place.
Ichthonian money
All right, what's
changer?
different? We know what Tyam does.
Yep.
Patrol Signaler,
I have no idea what that
Untap,
does.
make a 1/1.
2 white, untap, make a 1/1. It's a 1/1 for
There's
2.
probably some loops.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah. The untap effect is
Yeah.
probably just. I mean, it's also just good making creatures when you're untapping and you have like it taps for
Oh.
mana with like.
I guess if you have Leyline of
don't know if
Abundance, if you have Leyline of Abundance and a like
Yeah.
Enduring, this is just infinite bodies with.
Do they run Leyline of Abundance?
Yeah, they do. Oh, maybe not this one. Oh wow, it doesn't. Okay, most of them do. Sorry. Interesting.
But of course, we see the Ashnod's Altar. Birthing Ritual is awesome in the stack. Insidious Roots is really cool.
Oh, I guess Ashnod's does work though, because if you have an Enduring Vitality, you sack the dude.
Point.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, you're right.
That's interesting.
Fair. And then but I mean, either way, it just like untaps, even if it taps for mana with like any of your ways to do it. So like Rishkar or Enduring Vitality or whatever. Are they on like Cryptolith, right?
Yeah.
No, but
Oh, what the heck? No. What? What? I'm so confused.
but I mean, you know, I'm sure it makes sense. But anyways, yeah, super cool.
I didn't even know there was a time in this tournament. So.
Put a counter on this creature whenever another non-token creature you control enters. It endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Put X+1 counters on this creature that entered, or create an XX white spirit creature token.
I think generally the counters is why. Usually the time.
Well, either one, both are good, right?
Yeah, make an
Because you get a counter when you create a creature.
Yeah, vigilance.
Yeah, the dude is relevant.
patrolling.
Okay, well, yeah.
Peacemaker.
There's always some crazy tie-in tech, man.
Yeah.
Um,
I haven't seen a lot of these though.
Whenever an opponent commits a crime, proliferate. That's actually kind of cool.
Wait, it's not even like a limited thing. It's any time.
That's kind of sick.
I'm pretty sure this card is like $30, but I didn't ever think of it in C. That's interesting.
Dude, interesting. Yeah. But yeah, they're doing the normal time thing. Stacks out the board, lock it down, get that advantage. It is harder in this meta right now. Well, with the format, how it's changed to be shorter
Games.
round times.
Yeah.
So like you can't win on the final turn forever. So like, you know, time's a little bit tougher, but it's definitely still real.
Time's a little tougher. It's okay.
Okay, cool. I saw this Ratadrabic, and I need to see it. What was going on here?
I played against him around
Nathaniel
1,
Prescott,
and he almost did the thing. He had the Boromir on the stack. So,
dude. Okay, all right. So yeah, Ratadrabic. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's copy that, except it's not legendary and it's 2/2. Black zombie. All right. So yeah, interesting. So Warren Soul Trader obviously is insane in this deck. Yawgmoth.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, so it's been a while since I've seen this deck. I know I haven't played a while.
Oh, what the heck?
What does this do? I don't know what this says.
It's Bolas'
Right,
Citadel
that's
if
a
it
flag
hits.
Whenever it attacks Bolas' Citadel. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Wow.
But it doesn't matter if it gets removed. It just does until end of turn. So, it's
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So Golem is like one of the main combos, right? Is that correct?
The
It's
Ring
been a
Bearer.
while since I played this deck.
I think you make them lose infinite life or something. I believe.
Okay, we got to figure this out. Is it Phyrexian Altar Golem, right?
That or maybe even Yawgmoth something.
Well, that just
Warren.
Yeah, Warren Soul Trader. Yep.
Yeah.
If you can, and then you just need a pinger, right?
Yeah.
So,
LL Silcor is one.
Yes.
There's
yeah, exactly. So basically the way it works is you're gonna be able to cast Golem infinitely because you can sacrifice the copy of it, return it to the battlefield,
Yep.
and then you can sacrifice itself to a Phyrexian Altar or a Warren Soul Trader, and then Warren Soul Trader's life loss, the cost is offset by an effect that says whenever a creature dies, your opponents lose 1 life, you gain a life. So that's your win con. So
That's infinite.
lots of ways to win with that.
Generally, it's
but yeah,
Boromir.
cool.
I think is the best one card because you just can keep sacking it, getting ETBs or anything like that. But that one does itself because it sacks itself. But besides that, there's a bunch of other combos as well. I don't know what Samwise does. What does Samwise do?
So this guy, yeah, you get to return a permanent to your hand that left the battlefield.
Oh, and the
Like,
ring
died.
tempts you. Okay, so it has.
Yeah,
more
so then
ring
you get the
temps.
tempting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then yeah, super cool deck. It's awesome that they got 19th.
Really close.
Yeah, Nathaniel Prescott.
Yeah.
Yeah, super close, which is crazy.
Oh, we are on Necro
Also,
too.
do they
Okay,
have?
cool.
Are they on the animate dead combo? No, it doesn't look like it because
I don't see.
It's not.
It, no.
Yeah, no.
I
But
think it's just value, just because it comes back to.
yeah. Oh, here's another pinger right here. Oh, warp. That's
Oh,
cool. So it's like
okay.
a 1-mana pinger when you want to do it. That's a new
interesting.
card. Caesarian Voidborn.
The second warp card we've seen now.
Caesarian, I should say. That's cool. Yeah, man, cool deck.
Very, very.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
All right. Yeah, congrats. Let's see. Do we want to check out?
Oh,
another
Rayhan
deck?
Rog.
Let's see,
Okay,
is
wait,
there any-
last one. Gotta look at the Rayhan Rog.
Okay, we're clicking. We're
Is
clicking.
it,
we're
is it
clicking.
oops? I
Rayhan
think
Rog.
it's oops.
TK.
There's a
Ocho?
Minskin Boo.
Is that Minskin Boo?
Holy crap.
All right. Spider Punk is their way to get through one ring. It looks
Questing
like.
Druid. Whoa. That is
Okay, just like as like a RAL effect.
Yeah.
It's like, like your Exile top 2, I guess.
That's very interesting.
Interesting.
Well, it also
the
it gets
Valky's
plus
cool.
one counters for Rayhan effects, I guess.
I don't know if that matters in
I don't
these
think
decks,
so
though.
either, but I'm trying to think.
Maybe,
of
but I mean, it's also a
like-
body. Land grant.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, what's their land count out? 19. All right.
There's
We got to
gotta
check
be.
MDFCs this time. All right, where are the MDFCs
But I
at?
don't see any.
Uh-oh.
I don't see any.
19 lands, brother.
Do you see? I don't see one.
I don't see any.
Here,
Hold on,
let's go
I'm gonna
to
double check
Moxfield.
my.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna.
check Moxfield.
Yeah. Red Farm is what they're calling it. All right, literal
Ooh,
19
it's just
lands.
19. Oh my god.
Literal 19
What?
lands. So that's crazy. So of course they're on the land grant to help get more lands. So
Okay.
that'll find a forest card. Okay. They're on both spirit guides, obviously, but still, that's
some
not a lot of
goals.
mana sources.
That's not a lot.
Minskin Boomer.
So I'm trying to find. Besides,
Also,
like,
Dark
Wither-
Confidant. I have
Bob.
not seen that in a deck in a while. Mr. Bob.
Shout out Kevin. Kevin was in Chatterfang. So,
Dude, gas.
I don't.
I love it.
See anything besides Wither Smog? I'm trying to see other win lines here. Is there Breach lines?
Oh, yeah, Under a
There's
Breach.
Okay.
They're, of course, a Nas deck. They've got Yogswell. Okay,
They
so then
probably
they're
have Bolt
actually, are they,
Loops with
they're
there's
in Grinding
Pinnacle Monk, I guess.
Station.
Oh, interesting.
Are they on Praetor's Grasp? Praetor's Grasp to win.
Okay.
It's probably a lot of it. But yeah, Chain of Smog plus Wither Bloom, one of the main ones.
Oh, Infinite
So, yeah,
ETBs
they're just
with
going fast.
Saw in half, maybe?
Oh, so yeah, I was going to say Saw in half plus Lightning Bolt plus Dualcaster Mage, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's another one.
And they're also on multi-duplication Dualcaster. They have lots of win cons.
So I think it's mainly
Okay.
the Dualcaster or Wither Smog. Okay, that's cool.
Cool deck.
I expected this to be
Nice.
a loop deck, though. I did not expect it to be a 19 land deck.
19. I mean, that's an oops. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, what is this? Shaman's Trance. Until end of turn, other players can't play cards from
this is
their
tech.
graveyards, and you may play cards from other players' graveyards as though they were in your graveyard.
So this is
So you
a
have to
crazy
already have a
one.
breach, so it's like a win con.
No.
Or like
it doesn't
or
work
Yogswell.
it doesn't work if you have breach. I believe it works if your opponents have a breach in play.
No.
Does it work if you have breach?
Is that true? No, I'm pretty sure it's like all it says is that you can play as if they were in your own graveyard, so their breach wouldn't work for you.
it does
You
say
have to have
your own. Okay.
So
I
this is just like a
remember-
Yogswell or
Or your breach.
or breach card.
Okay. I was like pretty sure someone
Interesting.
told
It's
me
kind of
about
like a
same thing.
mnemonic betrayal though, that like
Yeah.
with extra steps.
Instant speed though. Instant
Man.
speed, though.
I mean, how relevant is that? Though?
I don't know.
Right?
Maybe you have to pack
Are
something
they on
your
E-Zone?
opponents.
They're on E-Zone. Okay,
on E-Zone?
E-Zone plus cracking that into a breach though.
That's kind of fire. That's kind of
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm not sold on that one, but
I'm
that's
not
okay.
sold on it, but it's cool. It's just cool.
I'm sold on Bob though. That's all I need.
Fire.
I want more Bob in my life.
My Bob's fire.
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
I want to see
Well,
after this on my own time. I'm going to see how mulligans look on this because 19 lands is scary, dude.
Okay. Dude, play test. All right, let's see if there's a land. Oh, there's a land. We're good.
There's
dude. All right,
one.
this deck is perfect. 19 lands is the way, I guess. Well, okay. Do you want to talk about some upcoming events?
Yes.
Want to talk about what's going on? Cool. So yeah, what are you going to? What are you traveling to?
I believe. I mean, we both are, but I think 2 weeks from now we're going to Fishbowl. That'll be in San Diego.
Fishbowl 6. Shout out Alex Hire.
Yep.
This is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna
How many people are registered?
almost 200.
Hold on, let's change
it's
this.
185 right now.
Sick.
I believe 185. It's something around there. The bottom.
We're at
185.
185. You're right.
Cool.
You're so right. You're
So a
true,
lot
bestie.
right now, but I know the more we'll sign.
And this
I
is in
haven't
San
signed
Diego,
up for it.
California.
Yep, San Diego.
This is going to be a 15K.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome. Going to be
gonna be
great.
sick.
I'm going to be there. If you want some photos, be there. I will take your photo, probably.
Get some waffle photos, guys.
Waffle
Shout out.
photos. It's always a gamble because you know there's so many people in these tournaments. I can't get everybody, but
Yeah.
I try to get as many people as I can.
You'll be in at least the background of a photo. I promise that.
Yeah, the general room shots. I'll get you in that for sure.
Oh yeah. Or just
But
have
yeah,
your seat
no,
and then
Fishbowl's always a blast, dude. And San Diego is so cool. So
Yeah. I've been liking the events they've been hosting the last few times, but I'm curious if it's the same event center as last time. I don't actually know.
it is.
It is?
Albar
Okay, cool.
Event Center.
So that was like a cool, like, I don't even know what it was. It was like a smithing.
It's like a temple.
A temple.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
it was pretty cool.
Or like yeah, something like that. But it's like just a cool event space.
Yeah, like an event.
It's a
hall.
blast.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
So
I think
that'll be
that's the biggest one that we both have coming up. Besides that, we've got some local ones in Colorado I've got coming up. Nothing really insane though. Next year, I know the Royal Rumble 2 is going to happen. That's going to be like casino.
Yeah.
That's going to be sick.
Cool. I need to plan that out, but I should be going to that. Yeah.
You
I know
should.
I'm going to be going to Frenzy at the Falls as
Yes.
well in Niagara Falls, and that's going to be Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
So November
Like 24th?
like
29th. Okay.
November 29th through 30th.
Yeah. I think unfortunately I'm
Yeah,
going to have to
so
pass
I'll be
on that
there.
one, but I'm glad Waffle's going. So you guys can see me
Yes. So this will be awesome. This is Excalibur Events Baldy. And yeah, this is going to be great. So 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 tiered pricing, depending on how many people sign up. So if it gets really big, then yeah, it could be a 25K, but it'd probably be
about 20, I had to
15
guess.
or 20K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this should be great. I'm excited. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
stoked.
Even up, so it'd have to hit 600 to hit 25. Okay.
Yeah. So probably not that big, but it'll be a blast.
It'll be awesome.
Fun, so
Yeah.
yeah. And then there's going to be Land Go events coming up. I don't know. I guess I should check how many are. Okay, so I know Forest Fight is an 8K that's announced. So
January.
this one is in January in
North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Or is that like
That's the area.
North Carolina. Yeah. I thought it was like near Raleigh or something, but I it's been a while since I've been in North Carolina. But this should be really cool. I'm excited about this. This will be a big one. This is of course by Land Go. Wayne is hosting this. It's going to be awesome. I know they just announced that there's going to be also the Top Deck mid-series invitational.
Yes.
In Houston at the new Charlie's Collectible show that they're going to open. So
It'll be Houston, and it is going to be 2/28. So the end of February, the first day of
end of February.
March. Yeah, the 28th and
Cool.
the 1st.
Cool. Oh, it's cool. This is gonna be good. So 2-day tournament. This will be a blast.
Mini invitation.
Excited for that. So good thing to try to qualify for mid-season. So that'll be really cool.
I think it also is like
yeah.
better to push people to play mid-season instead of just like one big tournament and win and then just stop playing.
Yeah.
Right? So that's good.
Oh, and it's a 15K, which is awesome. So that's big.
Sick.
Yeah. So definitely planning on going to that, assuming that we qualify. But we just got a bunch of points from Cookout, so
We're up there.
hopefully that continues. We'll see. But yeah, dude. Okay. Cool. Well,
think- That about wraps us up today.
yeah.
But
Thank you
let
guys
us
for joining
know-
us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Let us know down below, like if something we missed, maybe a deck list or some cool like line we missed. Basically, if you also came, thank you guys for coming and like saying hello to us. If you did, we had a blast, and I hope you guys did too. But it's gonna be.
And let us know what you think about this meta, how it's shifting to turbo. I'm really curious to see like if this will continue. I think that's going to be definitely a big thing to look out for teching your deck, because like in general, it's not like you can really tech that hard for matchups in a singleton format in Commander. You just can't really like do that much. But if the meta is shifting to turbo, that might change your deck choice. That might change your card choices. So let us know what you guys think you're going to be doing and where you think the meta will go.
And we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Awesome. Have a good one. Bye bye.